Hey everybody. So as you know, my name is Kianti Ayshea and this is Blue Aura Healing Guidance and Tarot. Grand Rising. Good morning. I hope that you all are doing well. And in the event that you are not, I pray we can transmute that energy here and now for your benefit and the benefit of all those involved. All right. Now, I realize I say good morning because it is morning where I am. However, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is where you are, my love, because I'm so grateful to have supporters who are all over the place. Okay, so no matter what time it is right now, good day. Let us go ahead and jump into it. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you. In the event that I have to clear my throat, guys, excuse me, it is that time of the year. One day is 30 degrees, the next day it's 80. I'm just trying to figure it out. All right, so let us let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Got my tea on deck, cough drops on deck, doing everything that I should. All right. So yeah, let us go ahead and get into it. We have the World coming out with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. You are in this energy of, should I go ahead and end it with this person? Should I go ahead and leave things alone? Because with the Knight of Pentacles, things are just taking a very long time. Now, with the Queen of Swords, you may be sitting back and analyzing and saying, well, the reason is because this, or the third, right? Basically, the Queen of Swords is someone who's very detailed, extremely analytical. You know, she can represent air sign element, yes, but just anybody who is analytical in general. So if you know, you know. What does that sound like? But this is someone that likes to, I don't want to say overthink, but they think so much that they can overthink, okay? That's what's coming out. So be mindful of that, okay? So with this Knight of Pentacles energy, again, a solid plan, maybe this person, you know, is putting together or has or whatever, and that's great. However, things are just taking really, really long for this person to be able to travel toward you or come in your direction, because Knights are on missions. So this person walking over here towards them, but they like strolling, you know what I'm saying? They're not speed walking, you know, or they're not running or sprinting. No, they're definitely walking at a very even pace. We have the Eight of Wands here, okay, in a challenge position. So, excuse me. So yes, the Eight of Wands in a challenge position and the Eight of Swords, it feels like they want to communicate with you, but they're having a tough time. What are the odds that I would have to clear my throat right there at that part of the video? I feel like this person, they want to express themselves, but they're not having the easiest time with doing it because they're all in their mind. You know, this could be something that's coming from you, some energy that's coming from you. All right. Some of you may realize that some messages are coming in slower than you may like them to. Okay. Again, person may be communicating, but maybe they're communicating slow. They may be traveling towards you, but maybe they're traveling slow. It's something here because the world is travel. Eight of Wands is back and forth movement. So back and forth could be back and forth travel as well. All right. There could be some distance here between the two of you, maybe. All right. But we have the Moon. All right. So this person has really deep feelings for you, deeper than maybe you realize, because we have the Three of Swords poking his head out. I feel like this person has been in some way, shape, form, or fashion made to feel pain in this situation as well. So whether it's being hurt right now because they want to be where you are and maybe they just cannot. Okay. Maybe they feel this pain because you think the way that you do about them, and that's just not the case. You know, they don't feel these negative emotions. They don't have any ill intentions with you, but maybe you think they do. Okay, so that's one of the things that, okay, this person could be in their feelings about, okay, but you could also be in your feelings. What are you in your feelings about? Wanting to speak to them more, wanting to see them more, wanting to be around them more. Well, you know what Blue's going to say, where there's a will, there is a way. We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, some of you feel like this person is being deceptive. This is what's on your mind, okay? With the Seven of Swords here, the Eight of Cups, you're thinking, this person is not telling me the truth. So because they're not being honest with me, I may as well emotionally detach. I may as well pull back because I don't want to be heartbroken. I don't want to, okay, and we have Temperance jumping out. So some of you feel like this is divine intervention. You feel like if things aren't happening the way that you want them to happen, then it's not meant for it to happen right now, or it's not meant for it to happen at all. Okay, it's the way that I'm getting it. We have here the Emperor. That's not true though. I'm not feeling that energy. This person is in the stand-up. You can open your heart up to this person, okay? They're in a stand-up position. So I feel like this is a stand-up guy. You get what I'm saying? Or woman. Okay, it's a stand-up gal. Okay, put yourself wherever you go. But with the Queen of Cups here, this is someone that is very loving, okay? Very vulnerable, very truthful with what it is that they're feeling. Okay, they don't mind putting it out there and say, hey, yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm sad. Yes, I'm whatever it is. Okay, it's someone that communicates well and expresses their emotions well. So I feel like whoever you are, you're taking the necessary time right now to think about what it is that you feel so that you can express it to this person, because maybe you're having a hard time expressing yourself as well. We were to flip it and look at it from the other side of things. You know, maybe the reason you're having a hard time expressing yourself is because you assume that this person is being dishonest with you. And, you know, when someone is dishonest with you, it makes it very hard for you to trust them. Obviously. You know, I mean, obviously. You're not giving your truth. You're not being your truth. You're not living in that. So, in the event that you were to tell me something that is the opposite of what I feel like you're standing on or what you're living in, I'm going to assume that's a lie. You get what I'm saying? Or are you living a lie? So it's like you have to pick a side. Some of you are in that energy where you're like, what is it that you're doing here? You know, is your secret the lie? Like, am I the lie? Or are you living a lie? You get what I'm saying? That's kind of how you feel. Because remember, the moon is feelings that you have. Yes, they're extremely deep. But it also represents things not being seen on the surface. This is somebody that is in the depths of the water. You don't see that. Up there, you're thinking, oh, wow, look, it's just those two wolves. And then underneath is this whole mermaid. And if you know anything about mermaids, okay, right. So it's like you might think it's nothing there. Or you might think, oh, look, it's two wolves. Let me not go over there. No, don't go over there because it's a damn mermaid in that water. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So it's that type of energy. Yeah. You know, let us see. Yeah, something is not as it's presenting itself to be. You get what I'm saying? Or like, for example, it doesn't have to be that deep either, but I was just using that example because, I mean, it paints the picture perfectly, doesn't it? However, look, the queen is up out the water right here. So down here, it's like you're keeping your emotions to yourself. You're not saying anything right now. You're keeping it down here. As far as this person is concerned, there's distance between you. There's space between you. The moon represents like our subconscious or our unconscious. You get what I'm saying? Mind. Things that, again, Queen of Cups, the moon, they go together. Okay? How do you feel? What are you feeling truly? What do you think behind closed doors? So this may be what you're presenting, but this is what you really feel. So yeah, I'm presenting myself as this Queen of Swords, somebody who's very hard and someone who doesn't care and someone who's unaffected by this. And they're like, because they know you. They know you're this Queen of Cups, right? So that could also be another thing that I'm picking up on here. But take whatever you need to take, put it wherever it needs to go. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. You are every woman. Am I surprised? No. I'm talking to Divine Feminine. What is my intro? Divine Feminine, High Priestess, Empress Energy only. Okay? So I know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to High Priestesses. I'm talking to the Empresses. Okay? I'm talking to the Queens. I'm talking to the Goddesses. Okay? I already know who I'm speaking to. So yes, you're showing up as every woman. Okay? I'm not surprised at all. So look, this person, they just simply want to be the match to you. They feel heartbroken without you as well. What I take from this, with this being a Queen of Wands, somebody who is extremely vibrant, full of life, full of energy, and this being a leader, a true born leader, somebody just naturally a leader. They ain't got to try hard. It's just in them. You know how they say you either have it or you don't? Well, I guess they got it, you know? It's something like that. They got the crown on top of their wand. They just know what moves to make and win, and they bust those moves. It's just that simple. So, again, some of you could be in this energy of, well, they're moving slow. So that's the problem. But remember, the Knight of Pentacles is someone that takes their time so that by the time they get to where they're going, everything is as it should be. But with this, I would take that as they're literally matching you in all ways. They don't have to come out for me to see it, for me to feel it, for me to know it. Because 8 of Wands is back and forth. If we were to split that 8 of Wands in half, it's 4 and 4. You feel like home to them, they feel like home to you. Because the 4 of Wands represents our environment as well as, yes, coming into union. 8 is completion of cycles, yes, but it's also in terms of karmic cycles, because 9 is technically the end of cycles. 10 is brand new beginnings, but we're speaking in terms of karmic contracts. 8 is a really big number when it comes to karmic lessons and different things like that. Okay. However, I feel like something is something about a point, the boiling point, or like when you hear boiling point, you think something bad, but it's not bad what I'm feeling, okay? Boiling point, like something is ready to be said, or something is ready to be done, or something. You get what I'm saying? I hope that I'm making sense, because all the wands are pointed obviously up, yet the tips of them are like ignited or lit or something. So it's something about reaching a certain point or getting to a certain point that, okay, now let me go ahead and say this. So maybe once you realize the truth of a situation, or once you see the truth of a situation, you'll step out on blind faith. You'll trust what it is the Spirit is telling you. Because Temperance jumped out, but they're not a part of the spread. They're just on the side. So I feel like you have angels around you. Ooh, I'm getting chills because I always feel them around me. Always. I'm even hearing the ringing right now. That if you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you hear that ringing in your ears, you hear it because of the frequency that they're on. They radiate on such a high frequency that when they're in your presence, you hear the music coming from them. You hear the sound. So you're like, oh, I hear that ringing in my ear. What is that? That's what that is. Okay, of course, go and see a doctor if it's something that keeps happening all the time. Use your discernment. But I'm talking about in terms of spiritual awareness, spiritual tools, spiritual understanding, okay? How they work with me. I don't listen, okay? So we have the 4 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. 4 of Cups is like a lot of you getting bored, discontent with the fact that it just keeps being difficult. You know, you're like, it shouldn't be this difficult. And Temperance is like, listen, anything worth having is worth fighting for. Okay, ooh, guess what I was listening to last night, y'all? First of all, if you have been over on my community tab, you already know how your girl feels about music, dancing, art in general, forms of expression in general. You know how I feel about that. I'm an artist, you know what I mean? To the T, right? Ain't nothing struggling about it. I really dislike that people even associated struggle with artistry. Why does there have to be struggle when the world literally eats, sleeps, breathes, and lives art? It's everywhere. So what makes you think that artists have to be struggling? But anyway, moving forward. Moving forward. All right. Guess what came on yesterday? So yesterday I was listening to like throwback music. It started with Sierra. I put one song on because, you know, it's in my memory lane, in my bag. And then once I sent that song to the person, moved past that, I just kept being in all my Sierra bag, right? And then the R&B playlist came on, like R&B throwbacks. Doggy bag. They had so many throwbacks in there. I felt like I was in my element. I said if I was in a party, like a Kianti themed party, because if they was playing all of these songs, I would feel like the party was for me. Like somebody put this music on for me, because people listen to all the newer music. It's nothing wrong with it. I like a lot of the newer music. However, the throwback R&B, there's nothing like it. So Avant, When It Hurts came on. That is my, listen, I love that song. You get what I'm saying? I love that song. And the reason I'm bringing it up right now, you know, if it's bothering you that I speak this way and I'm so personal, I'm so sorry. I do this in my reading. I'm personable, okay? That's just how I am. It's who I am. I want to connect with my soul family. You know, we'll put timestamps and all that stuff when I get to it, y'all. But listen, back to the point. The reason I'm bringing a song up is because it applies. You get what I'm saying? You're hurting right now because you're not necessarily able to see this person. Okay? Because again, they're on some sort of mission. Now, this person could be someone that lives right next door. that doesn't mean you get to see them often. They have to tend to whatever it is they're tending to in this Emperor, King of Wands position. That is a heavy is the head that wears the crown, honey. So their head is pretty heavy. They're just looking for your bosom at the end of the day to rest their heavy head on. You know, can you do that for them? Or are you going to be like, oh, nope, because you out here lying, because you've been doing this and you've been doing that. The elders used to always tell me, like, either you're going to have a busy man or you're going to have a broke one. But you won't have both. You get what I'm saying? Somebody that is out here doing what it is they have to do to provide, to take care of themselves, to take care of others. You get what I'm saying? That's an emperor. You know? That's what it is. So some of you may think the person is lying. They're really not. Okay? Everything that they do is to provide, is to take care of, you know, others. Because that's what an emperor does. He's a provider. He's not just taking care of himself. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Let's go on. Let's see, y'all. All right? It's really, really long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this here. And we are going to do a part 2. That way it doesn't take forever in a day to upload for you guys earlier in the morning. And we'll do a longer reading later on. All right?